What's up, guys? It's Lunatic, coach of the Brookhaven Banettes, and this video is going to be a little different because all of this is commentary after the battle, the team builder, and the battle itself. I do not have a lot of time to build the team, and when it came to recording, I wasn't feeling too well, and that's not an excuse for how poor I may have played. And because this is it's been a few days actually, it's been a while, I don't remember all the specifics of the sets and all that. So this is actually going to be just a pretty quick video, really. But I want to get it out there. So I also don't have nicknames for any of the Pokemon on my team in this league, unfortunately. I will be working on that. So just a quick rundown. We have Weavile with Icicle Plate, with Taunt, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Brick Break, 252 attack, 32 defense, 224 speed, Jolly. Also, I don't something else. I don't remember his team off the top of my head, but I'm gonna edit it on there, so you'll be able to see that. Assault Vest, Alolan Muck, Poison Touch with Poison Jab, Knockoff, Shadow Sneak, Brick Break. I do remember I brought Brick Break for like Cobalion was one thing, because otherwise Cobalion walls me. So you'll see what happens with Muck and Cobalion. 248 HP, 252 attack, Adamant, and then 8 special defense. Next is Gliscor, Toxic Orb with Poison Heal, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Ring, Taunt. 248 HP, 40 attack, 184 defense, Impish Nature, and 36 special defense. We have Hitmontop with Leftovers, Intimidate, Mach Punch, Rapid Spin, Toxic, Earthquake, 248 HP, 252 defense, Impish, and 8 special defense. Rotom, Choice Scarf with Overheat, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Thunderbolt. Big mistake I made. I put on Thunderbolt instead of Trick. Because I felt like Trick, there was only like one or two things that I would actually want to Trick. But it turns out that Trick would have been a lot more useful than Thunderbolt. He has a very weird spread of 248 HP, 132 defense, 24 special attack, 20 special defense, 84 speed, Timid Nature. And this last Pokemon, I noticed had the potential to just sweep if I get chip damage on some stuff. That's Amistar. Expert Belt, because the extra damage does net certain kills, and I don't believe he has priority on his team. I could be wrong off the top of my head. Shell Smash, Surf, Ice Beam, Earth Power, 136 defense, 252 special attack, Modest, with Shell Smash and 120 speed. I do believe I outspeed everything, but I guess that's why I did it. So 1 second while I get the battle. And here's the battle. So he leads off with Lantern, I lead with Rotom Heat. He's gonna have the Voltorb, so I just hard swap into Alolan Muck. As he switches into Mamoswine, I don't want to take an Earthquake, so I go into Hitmontop, Intimidate, and Icicle Crash still does a lot. I do believe he was banded, because I was like, that did way too much damage. I Toxic, predicting the switch, probably into Togekiss. He then switches back into this Lantern, and I go into Rotom Heat, and I have to swap out again. I go into Gliscor, predicting Volt Switch, but he reads me on that Scald, and gets the burn, which means I can't get my Toxic Orb, so I just go for Rocks. Gliscor is just severely hindered now. This Cobalion outspeeds me, gets the Rocks before I can taunt him. He goes for Iron Head. I just Earthquake to get a little damage on him. Like Gliscor burned, he's not doing anything. I switch into Hitmontop to get the Intimidate and maybe save Gliscor for fodder later. This Cobalion just got so much health back from Leftovers though, and Hitmontop's under half health. Like, I go for Rapid Spin on the switch. Also, I have Mach Punch on Hitmontop instead of Close Combat because I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought Mach Punch would be better. I go into Weavile, I pressure out the Togekiss as he goes into Cobalion and just eats up my Icicle Crash. I go for Taunt, which was kind of risky because he could go like for Iron Head, but yep, that works. I then go into Gliscor, eat up the Volt Switch, and then he just kills me with Iron Head. So Gliscor's gone. And the taunt ends. I go into Rotom Heat, and he's just gonna go into Lantern. Lantern's just perfect. That Willow Miss actually, right after the battle, I thought, hey, that would have mattered because of a damage roll later, but he just heal build that turn, so it didn't. I go for Brick on Cavalier, it does nothing. I go into Hitmontop for the attack drop, he Volt Switches, and I'm not getting anywhere. I Toxic Togekiss again, but like, he does have Heal Bell on Lantern. He takes that Hitmontop with Air Slash. I go into Amistar here. And here, I'm just impatient and I go for Shell Smash. I don't calc or anything. I'm just like, I can probably kill his team, but I don't. I do 90% to the Lantern and it kills me with Volt Switch. And basically I have no chance of winning now. I also miss this Willow as he misses Stone Edge, so fair, I guess. I do burn him now, and Stone Edge still did a shit ton. And I'm Scarfed, so I'm just in here to die. Like, I can't do anything. I go into Weavile. I don't even remember what I go for. Oh yeah, I go for Brick. I have it on this too, but Cavalion too defensive. I can't break through that. I go into Muck, and he just Iron Head. Like I couldn't break through his team. I was impatient with Amistar. And I was just so irritated that I couldn't break his like perfect counters that he had. The Lantern just stopped Rotom Heat no matter what. Cavalion, very defensive, took on my physical attackers extremely well. It was just a really bad match for me, honestly. And I get 6-0 week 1. Very disappointing. I played pretty bad. And a lot of it was in prep. But yeah, so this video is not fun to record because I had to rewatch myself getting my ass whooped. But I'm gonna put all the battles, like no matter win or lose or by how much, like I'm gonna put them up. So it's a very, very rough start, but you know, I'll try to pull it back in the coming weeks. So bye.